happy new decade. Hello friends, this is Marchack. Let's change the world. Happy New Year, friends. 2020 is here, and I'm sure you have plenty of goals lined up for this year. While there are many things we can do to make this year a great one, I have a few things that came to mind. They all involve some form of self-care. First, your time is valuable. Manage how you spend it accordingly. Learn when to say no when you need to. The fear of missing out will no longer dictate your involvement in an activity. Also, learn when to say yes if an opportunity to grow or benefit you is being presented. Second, it's time to remove ourselves from toxic situations. Toxic work environments, toxic friendships and relationships, all of it. Toxic interactions need to be avoided whenever possible. If you still want to make the best of said situations, then I commend you. But if those environments and relationships are no longer serving you, it's time to move on. Third, and most importantly, I believe we should focus on our mental health more. Be it through reading, physical activity, entertainment, meditation, whatever the activity, you know what's good for your mental health. And if you find yourself struggling with your mental health on a constant basis, I'm telling you, it's time to finally get some type of counseling. Stop putting it off. Your mental health matters. I don't think we should stop with bettering ourselves with this year, though. I believe we have the potential to make this next decade life-changing. 100 years ago, the United States thrived during an era called the Roaring Twenties. During this time, the country flourished in many areas, including industry, technology, fashion, film, music, and dance, just to name a few. Jazz music and dance clubs were especially embraced because they were the complete antithesis to the current war at the time, World War I. Despite the state of affairs in the world at the time, the United States made advances and found hope during the 1920s. I believe we are on the precipice of yet another roaring 20s, the 2020s. Out of the ashes of hurt and heartbreak, our creativity will boom like never before. We will bounce back from the disappointments of the past and learn from our mistakes as we press on. This next decade will see people striving to be better to one another because we are tired of waiting on others to do so. We will do better, and it starts with one. It starts with you. It starts with you bettering yourself so you can be better to those around you. This next year and decade will be one to remember. Before we close, I'd like to leave you with a quote that I often come back to. It's one of my favorites, and it goes like this: "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." And that's by the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Keep moving forward, friends. In the same way that a bad day can eventually snowball into a bad year, the reverse can be said about a good day. As long as we keep moving forward, we can carry that momentum with us from day to day, month to month, and eventually year to year. It starts with you, and it starts today. With that, I'd like to not only wish you a happy new year, but also a happy new decade. I'll see you soon, friends. Audience of one.